Hello students, in this class we shall discuss AC voltage applied to an inductor. Okay, so here is the AC voltage and it is a pure inductor. Now we shall discuss if voltage is applied to inductor, what will be the current. Okay, so as usual epsilon is equal to V naught sin omega t. Okay. Now to find out the current, let us first apply the KVL or Kirchhoff's loop rule. So it will be simply epsilon minus VL, that is voltage dropped across inductor, is equal to 0. You can write here VL also plus minus. So what is the value of VL? VL is in electromagnetic induction. We have already studied in our inductor topic that voltage across an inductor by self inductance is nothing but minus L di by dt. Recall, in electromagnetic induction we have already studied that voltage in an inductor or solenoid equivalently you can also say by its own current, that is I, is equal to L di by dt. You can also call it as back EMF because it is a reaction to the external current. That's why it is called back EMF. So I have to write here L di by dt. Okay, I will not put here minus sign because this minus sign is only because it is a back EMF. But I am here interested in drop. What is the drop across or the volt or EMF generated here? That is L di by dt. Okay, this minus sign is in case of the this minus sign is because this is a reaction to the external current. That's why it is negative by Lenz's law. Okay, according to Lenz's law this minus sign is coming, but here I am interested only the value of the voltage. That's why I will put here only voltage magnitude, not the minus sign. So this is equal to 0. Now epsilon, what is epsilon value? That is V naught sin omega t is equal to L di by dt. Now transfer dt to this side and L also to this side. It will be okay, no problem. So V naught by L sin omega t dt, this is equal to simply di. Okay, now if you integrate on both sides, then what will happen? V naught by L is constant, so it will be outside. Sin omega t integration is minus cos omega t by omega. Okay, this is equal to di means simply I. Now I is equal to minus V naught by L. So okay, don't write minus here. First write down V naught by omega. Take omega outside the bracket. So omega L minus cos omega t. So I can write minus cos omega t as sine of omega t minus pi by 2. Sine of omega t minus pi by 2 will be cos minus cos omega t. Now this is equal to, okay, this is equal to, I can replace this omega L with some other value, let it be XL. sin omega t minus pi by 2. Again this is I, this implies I is equal to, since this is I, it must be I naught, so I will write here I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. Now this is the final expression. Okay, now this is the current in the circuit. So what is I naught? So I naught is equal to V naught by XL. This XL is called inductive reactance. Inductive reactance. Why inductive reactance? You look here, current is equal to voltage by resistance. It should be resistance, but it is not a resistance. But equivalently, it could be some resistance type. That's why its name is inductive reactance. Okay, reactance is similar to resistance. Inductive because it is because of inductor. Okay, that's why. And XL value is omega L. Okay, very simple. This is the current of the circuit. Now the question is, what will be the phasor diagram? What will be the phasor diagram? Now how to draw it? So let us draw it here. It's phasor diagram. How to draw phasor diagram? First, you have to draw the axis. This is X, this is Y. First, draw the voltage phasor. This is voltage phasor B. And now this is omega t, of course. Omega t. Now let us see how to draw the current phasor. Here current phasor amplitude is I naught. Here I naught is also less than V naught, no problem. But here phase is omega t minus pi by 2, where voltage is nothing but your voltage is V naught sin omega t simply. But current is omega t minus pi by 2. That means current is 90 degree behind the voltage. Minus means behind, plus means ahead. So minus pi by 2. So I will draw current phasor 90 degree behind the voltage. That means this is current phasor. Its magnitude will be somehow smaller than V naught. This is total length is V naught, this length is I naught. And this is our current phasor. And this total angle is 90 degree. So what is the what we observe from this diagram actually? Diagram is saying, in purely inductive circuit, the current of the circuit lags behind voltage by 90 degree. Okay. So if already we have drawn the phasor diagram, so how to draw the wave? Let us first draw the voltage wave. Voltage is typical sinusoidal wave like this. This is omega t. Now this is voltage, so this length will be V naught. Now how to draw the current wave? You see, sin omega t means it is starting from 0, but sin omega t minus pi by 2. That means it will start after 90 degree. So 90 degree is this much, this is pi by 2. Pi by 2, that means current will start from here. So if current starts here, but its amplitude will be less than V naught. Okay, like this. Now it will continue like this. This is pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2. Now let us draw some more here, it will be clear. Voltage, this is voltage phasor. Now this is pi this is 2 pi. Current will enter here, again it will be crossing the axis here. Okay, this is 2 pi plus pi by 2, that is 2 pi plus pi by 2, 4 pi plus pi, 5 pi by 2. So this is the current phasor. Now this amplitude is I naught. So this is the waveform of voltage and current waves for inductive circuit, and this is phasor diagram. Okay, thank you. In next class also, if there is something left from inductor, we shall discuss. Otherwise we shall move on to the capacitor. Okay, thank you.